Nearly $1 billion in land purchases by a mystery company near a California Air Force base is raising national security concerns. That firm, Flannery Associates, has invested more than $800 million in real estate surrounding the Travis Air Force Base. In fact, the company has been aggressively ramping up its acquisitions since the beginning of the year, and now lawmakers want to know who's behind it and why they're snatching up so much property. NewsNation's Emily Finn has those details tonight.
Alex, that's right. It's still unclear for what purpose Flannery Associates is investing in the land near Travis Air Force Base in California. And with so much mystery surrounding these purchases, some of our lawmakers on Capitol Hill say they are not ruling out the possibility this group could have ties to our foreign enemies. The Air Force's Foreign Investment Risk Review Office is investigating Flannery Associates, a group of landowners who have purchased almost 52,000 acres zoned for agricultural use near the Travis Air Force Base in California. According to the Wall Street Journal, questions about their intentions with the land are raising concerns. Legal representation for Flannery says the group is controlled by U.S. citizens, with 97% of its capital coming from U.S. investors. But even after the last 8 months of investigating these land acquisitions, federal officials say they can't confirm or deny Flannery's assertions to be true, and still have not been able to determine exactly who is backing Flannery. California Congressman John Garamendi says we don't know who Flannery is, and their extensive purchases do not make sense to anybody in the area. He adds there are reasons to be concerned Flannery may have ties to China or other foreign enemies, since so little information is available about this so-called mystery company. Flannery Associates sent a letter to the U.S. Department of Agriculture, one of the many federal agencies probing the land purchases, saying no foreign person of the group holds any significant interest of substantial control over Flannery, either now or at the time of any land purchase. But concerns like this aren't just happening in California. NewsNation has been dedicated to investigating Chinese-owned projects in parts of North Dakota and Michigan. Last year, 300 acres of farmland were purchased near the Grand Forks Air Force Base in North Dakota by Chinese-owned Fufeng, a deal raising red flags about potential spying. After pushback from the local community, the city council ultimately voted to end the project, citing national security risks. Grand Forks residents saying they've heard from people in other parts of the U.S. dealing with similar concerns, asking for advice on how to protect themselves from potentially shady agreements.
We've heard from people in Arizona and Florida and Texas, how are you doing this? And my advice is saying you have to be a voice. You have to have the courage to step forward. You have to be you have to form a grassroots group.
And in Green Charter Township, Michigan, an agreement to build an electric vehicle battery plant from Chinese-owned Goshen is currently delayed, following similar pushback from locals. The plant would be located near Camp Grayling, where the U.S. is training the Taiwanese military. NewsNation was at a protest against the project earlier this year, where residents said they don't want China in their own backyard.
You don't have to connect too many dots to see the connection to the Chinese government and the Chinese connection with that. I've been looking at, I see spy balloons, okay? We see TikTok under investigation. We see Xi Jinping meeting with Putin.
And the USDA reports nearly 384,000 acres of agricultural land in the U.S. is already controlled by the Chinese. And the rate at which they're purchasing this land is rising exponentially. Over the past 5 years, Chinese ownership of American farmland has increased 55%. And when we map out exactly where this land is located, almost 3/4 are in the South. About 16% of these Chinese-owned farms are on the West Coast, and that's where the nearly $1 billion of land acquisition from this mystery company, Flannery Associates, is located. Many questions are still remaining about who is behind Flannery and their intentions with this land, Alex.
Okay, Emily Finn, live in studio for us. Thanks so much for that report.
Thank you for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.